Here with head coach Lars Andersson, 8-0 win today. Offense was spectacular. Take us through your overall thoughts on the game and the win as a whole.
Well, I think, I've used the word comprehensive before. I think I used it when we had finished up the game against Converse. We were the better team. We feel like, as defending champions, the championship comes through and goes through our field, and we're here to defend LREMC Stadium. We love playing here. We had a great crowd. We have some of our alums here today, so they made it extra special. I think it's important for us that we maintain a professional attitude in a game like this when you dominate. We had an opportunity to once again play all 19 healthy players, and it was a performance that I think we can be all around proud about. But there are bigger games on the horizon. Next week is a very, very big week for us. We have Lander, which is our fifth non-conference in-region game. It would give us an opportunity to potentially go 4-1 in non-conference in-region games, which is a category for NCAA tournament selection. It would give us an opportunity to potentially go 2-0 against a Peach Belt. So that's a big game. And then on Saturday we play, and that Lander team is well coached, is very talented. And then we play a very, very good Lise McRae team that we beat up in the mountains last year, but they're having a good year. They always play hard for their coach, and they're very talented. So a lot of things ahead, big challenges ahead, but I was pleased with our performance today. Where their segments were, we got a little loose, a little lackadaisical, but I think overall we showed that we were focused and we were switched on.
You talked a little bit about the alum weekend, having so many of your alums back after your long tenure here. What does that mean to you personally, and what does it mean when they get to see the team perform as well as they did today?
Well, you get to talk to the alums, and it's fun. And we always say, you think we start talking about soccer, but it really isn't about soccer anymore. You start talking about work and family and children and all those things, and it just reminds you of what an awesome privilege and responsibility it is to coach at the collegiate level. You get to spend 4 years with 18 to 22-year-olds. You get to see them grow. You get to see them mature on the pitch, in the classroom, but even more importantly as people, and to see them come back here and share their stories of success. It's just amazing. It fills me with pride. I started this program 22 seasons ago, so every single player that's here for Alumni Weekend are players that I recruited, players that I in some way grew up with as a coach. I was a 30-year-old when I came here, and I have grown and matured with these players, and to see them come back and have them share their stories is just absolutely amazing. It's not about me, it's about them.
An awesome experience for sure. Back to soccer, conference play, 3 conference matches so far, and you're outscoring opponents 22-0. What kind of tone does that set for the rest of the conference about this Brave squad?
I think there are plenty of good teams in this league, and we have no disrespect to any of the 3 teams that we played. I don't know that we've played, if you're looking back at last year, certainly top of the table opponents yet. They're coming down the pike here. Certainly we're off to a good start. We by no means think this is in the bag. We were the favorite, in my mind, to win the regular season last year, and didn't win the regular season, had an opportunity to do so, but didn't win. Lost to a very good Mount Olive team. Obviously we won the conference tournament, but we take it one game at a time. There are plenty of good opponents, and I could rattle off 5 or 6 teams that are good enough to beat us if we don't play well. We have to stay focused, we have to work hard in training, and we have to continue to get better. But certainly we're off to a good start.
Yeah, and then focusing on the players, Ashley Harris with a hat trick today, stellar day for her. Talk a little bit about her, and then Nona Gordon, what was it like to see her get her first career goal at the end of the match?
Well, let's start with Ashley. I love the fact that Ashley is a player who, after the Shaw game, where she didn't play well, came in and didn't say, why did you take me out? Why am I not playing more? Why did I get limited minutes? She came in, she had a notepad and a pen and said, Coach, what are some things that I need to work on? And we gave her 4 or 5 things, Coach Padilla and I, that we took her through and said, these are things that we know that you can do. You just need to do them more consistently. And she has done all of those things, and it's amazing to see a player that is willing to accept constructive criticism and then take that constructive criticism and process it and finally apply it. So I'm extremely proud of her play since we had that meeting. She has really, really blossomed in the last couple of games. So it's satisfying on a personal level to have a player that is willing to go through that process of having a bit of a rough game and then accepting constructive criticism and taking it in and getting better from it. Super exciting as a coach to have players like that. As far as Nona's goal, I mean, you got to score a first goal in college. How about a banger from 40 yards out, upper 90? I mean, that's top 10 UNCP goals of all time. Absolutely gorgeous. Known as a great striker of the ball. She's capable from 40, 45 yards out, but you don't see those a lot. So certainly exciting. I'm excited for her. She's been close to scoring before, but like I said, you're going to score your first college goal. Let's make it a memorable one, and that certainly was. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, and you could certainly tell by the way the team reacted.
Absolutely.
How proud they were. So,
Absolutely.
Deshaun, do you have anything to add?
I just got one question. Throughout the game, you guys stay aggressive and attack on offense, but also applying pressure on ball defense. I was wondering how you guys found that balance, and was that the game plan coming in today?
Well, I think that against an opponent like this, where we felt like, again, no disrespect to King, we felt like we were athletically superior. We were going to press them a little bit higher than we normally. We're not a team that plays a particularly high press, but in this game and the way they dropped their forwards off to defend, we decided to press a little bit higher. It was important because they played a lot of players in the center of the park. They dropped deep. The space wasn't in the center of the park. The space was out wide in the wide areas, and we decided to swing the ball around, try to increase our speed of play, get around in the wide areas, get numbers in the box, and I think we carried out the game plan pretty well.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.